I love you, Allah.
I saw a dream. That was probably the big event. I saw a dream. I had snuck out of the house. My parents were upstairs. In New York we have basements. You guys have basements here? Okay, so
not too many, but we do have.
Okay, so
some
our home in Queens we had a
place.
basement. So my room was in the basement. Also because my sister didn't want to be in the basement, and then I get the basement because it gets flooded. So, but I was okay with it. So the advantage of it was it had its own back door exit out of the house. So I could sneak out of the house from the basement and nobody would know. So I snuck out of the house, went to this party with my Hindu friend, hung out with him until 3 in.the.morning, snuck back into the house. Dad never found out. Now they're gonna watch this video. But anyway, I get back and I fall asleep, safe and sound. And I see myself in a dream, in my own grave. And my head has been turned into a lizard's head. And there's fire pouring out from both sides, like multiple faucets just pouring out fire like water from both sides. And there's somebody over the grave saying, "This is because you don't pray." And I woke up like that. And by this point, it must have been a couple of years I hadn't prayed anything. No Jumu'ah, no Eid, no nothing. Right? And this is before my parents left. So now I get up and I prayed. I don't even know. I knew there are 5 prayers, but I didn't quite remember how they work. So I prayed some version of Isha, followed by some version of Maghrib, followed by some version of, in succession. And
Sorry, so you didn't grow up in a family environment where they taught you how to pray from a
they
young
did,
age,
but
or-
it had been so long since I prayed that
you had forgotten it.
I've forgotten it.
That's it.
Yeah. And then I was in sajda and I started crying. And I kept on crying. And then I fell asleep
Is
crying.
this still in the dream?
No.
Now
This
tell
was
us.
in real life. So I fell asleep crying. I woke up the next morning in sajda. And something in me just kind of got shaken up. And the first thing I decided to do, because I was going to go to meet with my friends the next day. Like nothing in my outside world has changed. Something crazy has happened inside, but nothing outside is different, right? My friends are like, "Hey, you want to go get some pizza?" No, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I start pulling away from all of my social acquaintances, right? And they start noticing, "You okay? You all right? Is everything okay?" And then I felt the need to pray. So I started finding corners in the campus in college to pray.
Ustaz Nouman, why did you feel the need to pull away from them? Why couldn't you just be friends with them and then in your spare time?
I think if I'm being super honest, I could sense the darkness from their company. Like ever since that dream, you could almost feel a darkness.
Would it be right to say that you feared that if you mix with them again, you're going to lose that lovely, it was kind of a bittersweet feeling that you had, but there was something.
I was actually
something
terrified
amazing
of
about-
losing it.
Terrified of
I was
losing.
terrified of losing it. So that's probably how I'd describe it. And so I started kind of pulling away from them. And then Allah just opened other doors for me. I met some people on campus that I became friends with, Muslims.